We don't have to agree with absolutely every decision their government makes, but it is wrong to attack them as a people.
Well, no one attacked them as a people, luckily.
I just saw that tweet.
AIPAC. I'm a Jew. I'm a person. No one attacked me because I don't support AIPAC. Millions of Jews don't support AIPAC, and that's why there are all these alternatives.
But this is the problem.
Because Jews like me are really tired of having AIPAC, which is a very small but very powerful elite minority representation of Jews. It's very tiresome to have them claim to speak for all Jews and conflate Jewish identity with unquestioning support of Israel, which is an anti-Semitic trope in itself.
Let me just say this, Laura. This is the...
is so deep-seated in her heart that her lame apology, and that's what it was lame, and she didn't mean a word of it, was just not appropriate. I think she should resign from Congress.
President Trump sending a message to newly elected Minnesota Congresswoman Ilhan Omar after her rash of anti-Semitic comments, including the suggestion that members of Congress who support Israel only do so because of cash from moneyed Jewish groups. Now, she isn't the only freshman Democrat under fire. Today, it was revealed that in 2006, Rashida Tlaib wrote for the official publication of the Nation of Islam, led by well-known anti-Semite Louis Farrakhan. Joining me now, Matt Schlapp, chairman of the American Conservative Union, and Katie Halper, host of the Katie Halper podcast. Matt, let's start with you. Now, Omar has offered something of an apology, and Tlaib said she does not endorse Farrakhan's more controversial views. So is it safe to say the Democrats officially really have a problem, or are they just bad at apologizing?
First of all, yes, bad at apologizing, but I think there's something more deep-seated here, which is a real shift in the Democratic coalition. You would have always thought that Jewish support, and they do get a big majority of Jewish votes in America, but Jewish support was always so central to the Democratic Party. And Democratic consultants I've talked to have talked about shifting. They're shifting away from solid support for Israel. You saw what happened with the Iran deal, and it was so surprising to see so few Democratic voices stand up against that deal. They really pretty much folded. And now there's this embrace of more this kind of Arab coalition. And, you know, we're seeing a big shift in politics. And I think this is a moment where when there's kind of a crack up in the Democratic coalition on issues around questions of race and anti-Semitism.
Katie, you say that Omar's comments are both not anti-Semitic, and you didn't have a problem, I imagine, with the first comments.
No, I mean, I have a problem with smearing her
fine.
as an anti-Semite. She said something, this is how anti-Semitic it was, apparently. She said something that Thomas Friedman, major supporter of Israel, has said. Thomas Friedman said at the New York Times that an applause that Bibi Netanyahu received was paid for by the Israel lobby. An Israel lobby, any lobby is a lobby. A lobby uses money to influence politics and politicians. That's what AIPAC does. AIPAC wants you to know that. AIPAC knows that. Everyone who donates to AIPAC knows that. This is literally stating a fact. There's nothing anti-Semitic in there. What is anti-Semitic, though, if you wanted to talk about anti-Semitic tropes and playing into those, is what Kevin McCarthy, who along with Donald Trump is going after Ilhan Omar, and what he said in a tweet that he deleted was that that Steyer and Bloomberg and Soros were buying the election. Now, that is an anti-Semitic trope that he definitely played into. He deleted the tweet, but he never apologized.
So billionaires can't buy an election then. I get billionaires who are liberal. That's cool. But if you're a conservative, you're spending too much money.
Wait,
all right, Katie.
Also, Trump,
Katie, take a breath. Take a breath. Let it out. It's okay. Take a breath, Katie. No one can understand if you talk over me, sweetie.
Crazy. I get annoyed by hypocrisy and Islamophobia.
Well, I get annoyed when people talk over it because our viewers can't actually hear what we're saying. So I want them to hear you, and then I want them to hear everybody. Okay, Matt didn't interrupt you, so try to just take a breath. All right, this is the Jerusalem Post today. Don't roll your eyes. My daughter does that, and it gets really annoying. Ilhan Omar to keynote event alongside anti-Semite days after AIPAC rant. Omar will be speaking alongside a well-known Islamic Relief USA official, Youssef Abdallah, who has openly advocated for violence against Jews and has shared anti-Semitic sentiments on social media. Are you also a defender of his, Katie?
I don't know about his bio. I do know that Chuck Schumer has said things that are very Islamophobic, for instance, and no one asked him to apologize. That's the problem, is that there's this double standard.
But no pattern. You see no pattern among some of these newer congresswomen.
If you speak out against
who seem
Israel,
to equate money
you're
with
equated
Jews.
with anti-Semitism. Chuck Schumer,
No.
for instance, said that there's no peace in the Middle East because Palestinians don't follow
okay,
the
so
Torah,
Katie,
which is
Katie,
theocracy.
her tweet in 2012, I'm just trying to understand,
Okay.
I want to get to Matt, but I'm trying to understand your level of support for her views, okay? Because when
Millions
I
of
hear
Jews support her.
control the money or anything hinting at that, then that's a trigger. The left loves to hear about triggers.
Right,
well,
I
that
know.
triggers a lot of people who remember the Holocaust. It triggers them,
That's
and I
right.
think justifiably
but
so.
I have a question,
Here's
though,
here's what she said in 2012. Israel has hypnotized the world. May Allah awaken the people and help them see the evil doings of Israel. Now, Matt, I would think most people would say that was anti-Semitic. If we can't agree as Americans that that's an anti-Semitic comment, then I don't know what the heck we're doing on cable news anymore, because to me, that's kind of
right. And
obvious.
this is what people have done. The reason why there is a Zionist movement and the reason why there's a state of Israel is because the Jewish people were almost exterminated from the face of the globe, and they did not have a sanctuary place they could go to have their own state. There are plenty of Muslim states, there are plenty of Arab states. There wasn't a state for Jews to be able to call their own. And by the way, it's there, it's there. And by the way, it's there, and it's their land. So I think it's awfully important, and people shade this into this question about the only reason why people are standing up for the state of Israel is because of, quote, the Benjamins. And I'm Christian, but I'm offended about that because they're a democracy, an important part of the world. They're a strategic ally to the United States. We don't have to agree with absolutely every decision their government makes, but it is wrong to attack them as a people.
Well, no one attacked them as a people, luckily.
I just saw that
about
tweet.
AIPAC. I'm a Jew. I'm a person. No one attacked me because I don't support AIPAC. Millions of Jews don't support AIPAC, and that's why there are all these alternatives.
But this is the problem.
Because Jews like me are really tired of having AIPAC, which is a very small but very powerful elite minority representation of Jews. It's very tiresome to have them claim to speak for all Jews and conflate Jewish identity with unquestioning support of Israel, which is an anti-Semitic trope in itself.
Let me just say this, Lord. This is the big dynamic.
It would be nice if Donald Trump had actually condemned the people in Charlottesville. And you, Matt, you work in this communications,
if I could please just answer.
Why didn't he condemn the people in Charlottesville?
Let's stay on
Okay,
one topic.
guys, I got to tell you.
Guys,
stop.
Jews in this statement. That's
Guys,
anti-Semitism.
I love having a spirited debate. And Katie, I actually love that you came on the show. I like hearing your point of view. I really do. It's really hard for the viewers to get what either of you are saying when we're talking over each other. And I mean, other than interrupting you, I don't know how to get it. But I think I got the point from both of you, and I really appreciate the fact that you both came on. We'll be covering this. We want to try to be fair about it. The left, by the way, has told us